So let's see, we've got the connection to the Taurus vibration here. So yes, you do have Uranus in your second house, and also you will have a full moon in that second house of Taurus on the 12th of November. So it looks like there's something about your resources, gaining some type of new type of resource for you. So you're going to have to really fulfill your desires that you've been wanting in your second house of resources, because it does look like there's something coming from you. Yeah, and the eighth house, you have a lot going on in your eighth house this month, and that's this connections to other people's resources. So yes, you may be receiving a wonderful connection to other people's resources, maybe unexpectedly. Maybe you're receiving something that you weren't planning to have. And it comes as a big surprise with Uranus. So let's look at another card here. And the planet, the sun, the connection to the sun. So yes, the sun is all about our power to create our desires. So there seems to be a lot of desire this month to create your own desires. And yes, you do have that sun in the eighth house. So it does look like there's some type of connection to others, people's resources, receiving something positive, gaining something through others, through the Taurus energy, through the second house. So one more card here. What card did oh yes, I wanted to pick a house here for you, Aries. And let's see what you have here. Saturn. So it looks like this is about working very hard. It looks like a lot of you Aries have been working really hard on your resources. This is about your career and destiny. You do have Saturn in your 10th house of career and destiny. So I do feel this is about a lot of you Aries working very hard on growing your resources through what you do in your career. This could be that you're finally getting that promotion, finally getting that raise, finally getting that true job that fulfills your desires here. But it does look like what is happening, this is a month that you are receiving positive insight to new resources from others, and it could be very unexpected that you may be receiving this. So let's go. Oh yeah, I want to pull a numerology card, but the 4 number was coming up very strongly for you in my meditation. Like I said, I felt like I was going through this mystical quest with you, Aries. I kept on just feeling like we were being guided by a strong vibration of knowledge, and was taking us through this beautiful cathedral of crystals and teaching us wisdom. It was like this beautiful mystical quest that I feel like a lot of you Aries are going to feel this month here. And you have communication, number 33. So it looks like you'll be communicating. That's what I feel. This is a really mystical month to be able to communicate to the other side, communicate to your angels and guides, communicate to other realms. But let's read a little bit about this 33 number with communication for this number for you this month, Aries. So let's see. Communication, color of yellow. This card indicates a need to communicate your thoughts and feelings and have the courage to speak your truth instead of keeping things to yourself out of fear or judgment, ridicule, or conflict. You must express your honest opinion. By doing so, you're releasing that energy from your being and promoting a healthy body and mind. So it's important this month to really speak your truth and to communicate what you really feel this month here. And maybe that's why there's a lot going in your 8th house, as you're making some major changes. This card indicates that you have something important to say. You are being encouraged to communicate or express yourself through writing, speaking, singing, dance, acting, music, or art. You may prefer to compose poetry or note your thoughts in a journal and keep your ideas and feelings to yourself, or you may choose to voice them to others so that you may give and receive guidance, wisdom, and hope. Whether your message is intended to inspire those around you or to simply heal yourself, It is important and necessary to help raise your own vibration, which in turn raises the vibration of the world. When you are honest and respectful and seek to serve the greatest good, your message will be received in the best possible light. Honest communication is the key. And your affirmation this month here: by communicating my truth, I create a healthy, harmonious life. By communicating my truth, I create a healthy, harmonious life. And that's what I feel like a lot of you are making some deep changes to your psychological needs, and maybe doing a lot of eighth house connections to finding ways to heal yourself, maybe through different avenues, different ways to heal, to psychologically connect to things that you need to release, because the eighth house, there's so much going on in your eighth house. It is about resurrecting your soul and making deep changes that you may have been holding back. Maybe this is about you communicating your feelings to someone to get something off your chest here. But there's wisdom and insight and knowledge, and you have the power of the sun this month. I do feel, Aries, for you to really be able to create and communicate your needs. And Saturn saying you have learned some hard lessons, and now you are ready to really take what you've learned and grow from that, and create some type of stability for yourself, Aries. So let's go to the first house of yourself here, Aries. You are the first house. You all about the willpower and drive to succeed. So let's see here. What is the first card for you? So you do have the Nine of Swords here. So this is why there's something going on psychologically. Like I said, there's so much going on in your eighth house of death, transformation, changes, psychological understanding, going to the dark side, clearing out the pain, and connecting to that to release it. So it does look like there is a lot of clearing this month that you're going to have to do, Aries, with yourself. It's your own willpower to release this pain. It's, some of you are feeling, closed in and having a hard time really finding your way, on closing yourself off to others. But look, at the moon is here to say, let's focus on where the moon's energy this month. And it's going to be that full moon on the 12th of November is going to be in your ninth house of wisdom and insight. And you have Jupiter there. So I do feel this is going to be important, that if you do feel closed in or depressed, or there's something that you're going through that you need to release, that full moon is going to be a beautiful connection to your soul here, Aries, to get some wisdom and insight from your angels and guides. And then you're going to have that full moon, that new moon in your second house of yourself. It's about your own confidence, your own ability to make some changes that you need. So yeah, this is a powerful month for you to listen to your feelings and open up and communicate. That's, again, we see the word communication. So yeah, there's something about bottling up for some of you, Aries. You need to let go. You need to communicate something. You have the confidence now. You have probably dealt with this for a long time. I feel for some of you have been dealing with some type of psychological issue, situation, pain from others, or pain from yourself. It could be something that you're going in internally, Aries, that you're having to release. And I feel you're going to find new healing modalities to help you holistically, maybe. So the second house here with Uranus and that new moon on the 20th, excuse me, not the 20th, but the 26th of November will be that new moon in your second house with Uranus there. So let's see, the Page of Cups. So this is about new fulfillments, wishes, a new flow coming in your resources. So there could be some type of communication, something coming. Again, this is a card of communication. So there's something that I feel some of you Aries need to open up and communicate your feelings to someone, having the confidence enough to do this. Some of you Aries are something really bothering you, and I do feel it's really important to let it out this month. Um, and here you got the Tower, and the Tower is in your second house. Uranus is in your second house, and I always feel the Tower is connected to Uranus here. So there is something I feel going to be able to open up. I feel there's something opening up for some of you Aries in regards to the way that you communicate, in the way that you are trying to um, it's like you're trying to figure out a way to grow your abundance, and there's something coming to you. Maybe this is what the pain is, suffering is. There's something that you've been trying to develop, maybe something that you've been listening to your intuition, but it's something that you've been feeling urged to do, but there hasn't been this breakthrough. And I feel like there's this breakthrough this month, Aries. Maybe that's what it is, a breakthrough for some of you Aries, having a hard time of getting your resources. And this is, wisdom, the ninth house. There's something, maybe this is about school, about knowledge, or something about receiving some type of knowledge and insight, maybe good news communicated to you to finally maybe go to some type of school, some type of knowledge that you can now receive. Maybe you've been worried about receiving some type of scholarship. That's why I'm feeling there's something unexpected coming in the second house for some of you Aries. Some good word, some type of good communication that maybe you've been waiting for a long time. Let's go to the third house. Sorry, I just, there was something I needed to get out there. So let's see here. The third house here. That's the house of communication. So we see there's something opening up, something that needs to be discussed, something that will be communicated to you here, Aries, that maybe you've been waiting for, that you've been worried about. Yeah, Nine of Cups, a new journey. So we see the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So we see there's something about to be fulfilled for some of you Aries through communication, but there's something that you have to do, Aries, to be able to open up that communication. So there's something that you're seeing, Aries, that you need to do, listening to your intuition and insights. Definitely your emotions this month, your emotions, opening up to your emotions. The Nine of Cups is saying, and the Page of Cups, there's something about to be communicated to you that is going to emotionally fulfill you, to get you out of something that you've been feeling trapped in. And you're going to be able to release it this month. So that's what I'm feeling. So let me pull another card here in the third house of communication for you here, Aries. A new beginning. Yeah, there seems to be something going to be communicated to you for some type of new beginning. And I'm seeing this connection to children, child. So for some of you, for some reason, this is what I'm feeling, is maybe there's a big change. Maybe this is about receiving some type of word, some type of way to maybe finally have a baby. That, that could be hospital. I'm feeling like maybe some of you Scorpio females have maybe had a hard time conceiving and have been trying to figure out a plan. There seems to be something coming through, some type of hospital, some type of holistic situation. That's why I'm feeling with the eighth house. There's a lot of ways that you can cure yourself holistically. There's some type of healing going on this month that's allowing you to be fulfilled more emotionally. That's what I'm feeling too, Aries. So much is happening for you in the eighth house so that you can open up to your emotions, to your feelings, a big change in the way you feel in your emotions. releasing something there. So fourth house, family, home, fourth house. Let's go to that there, Aries. Let's see how your family, your home life, security is this month, Aries, in November. You have the Queen of Swords here. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And in your home life, but this could be about you getting strong, clearer communication. The Queen of Swords, there you go. There's something going on in the family with communication. It could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You're feeling trapped. It could be a relationship, a love connection, but I'm feeling that there's something that you need to communicate. You're ready, you're stronger, you have clarity. You need to say this to release yourself. Maybe this is about you wanting to break free from relationship to find love. And I feel like this is the month you're going to have the confidence to do that, Aries, if that's the situation. Clarity coming to you this month. Something about the home life. Clarity in communication. There's something that needs to be communicated for sure in the family. Something that you have been bothered by. Choice, and this is the choice that you can make. You need to make. I feel there's, ways to communicate, to express. There's some choices that to make sure that before you express, you understand the choices, how you want to communicate. But this is a strong month. There's something that you need to stand strong about, and I feel like there's something that you've dealt with for a long time with Saturn here. Saturn saying, there has been limitations imposed upon you, caution, being concerned about something, maturity. So this is about something that you are going through, something about Saturn. And Saturn is where? In your 10th house of your career. So definitely there's something happening that you've been wanting to change in your career, a choice, fulfilling your own desires, going on a different pathway. Uh, so that could be it, making a choice to maybe finally fulfill your own artistic expression, listening to your own insight. But let's go to the 5th house because that is your creative house, your desire to fulfill your creative abilities. Wow, I'm just going to have to pull these 3 cards that they were just, did you see that? They were flying. And this makes sense because we see the 4 of Cups. It's like you want to be more fulfilled. There's something that you desire more, and you're trying to now deal with that, and you're meditating, you're connecting, you're being realistic, and now you're ready to receive some type of new emotional fulfillment. And that's what I feel. There's some choice that you're making this month, Aries, to be more emotionally fulfilled. Some of you, it's about your artistic expression, communicating and being very clear about the choice you want to do in regards to your artistic expression, because there is the will. The will is changing now for you to succeed, to find love, to be more emotionally connected, clarity, victory, and success. And that is the connection to the communication card, right? I feel there's something definitely being communicated from you, Aries. There's something that is, if you do, you're going to receive a lot of success. If you do, there's something you need to communicate. There's a big change, and that's why I feel this is what's happening. You are working with the 8th house this month. A lot of understanding to why you have been maybe been feeling down on yourself, feeling depressed, feeling like you haven't found your way, because it looks like this is the month that you really are going to tap into that 8th house and 9th house energy. The 8th house of resurrecting your soul, the 9th house of wisdom and insight to learn how to resurrect. But definitely this is a month I feel you're going to be very clear on some of the changes that you're making to get out of something that has been dark and depressing maybe for yourself here. But positive changes, the Wheel of Fortune saying this is a positive change to you if you make the choices now to get out of that 9 of Swords energy. You have the power of the sun here, the confidence to do it here. So let's go to the 6th house, and the 6th house is our day-to-day life, our work regime, and let's see how your day-to-day life is going the chariot. So there's movement and changes, things going on, the family, things happening within the family. The family is going through a lot of changes, and that's why I feel there's something that you're dealing with the family in your day-to-day life that needs to change here. Definitely have to communicate and speak up here about something. Yeah, a big change in the way that you communicate with your family on your day-to-day life. That's going to be important. There's changes that are happening in your day-to-day life to get you out. There's something within the family that needs to change in your day-to-day life for you to make movement, to make changes for the positive for you through communication. So seventh house, that is about marriage, commitment, partnerships, one-on-one relationships here. So let's see how our relationships are committed, partnerships, marriage, union. Let's see how that is going. Three of Pentacles. That is about working hard on our relationships, working hard on partnerships. So yes, this is important that this is with the seventh house connection to others, working hard with others. So it's important to communicate and work with others this month. And number three here. So there's something that I feel, again, communication, connecting to others. This could be dealing with one-on-one relationships, maybe work, business partnerships, or something that needs to be communicated to make things work more effectively in your workflow, partnerships. Things need to change here. Yeah, this is the fox, and that's connection to your job and looking at the signs and symbols of things that need to change. So I feel there's changes that you are making in your partnerships and your relationships. You are working hard, because I feel like a lot of you Aries have been seeing the signs and symbols. There's changes I feel happening, yeah, in your workflow. You're making changes that are going to be more positive. Maybe this is about you finding ways to be more positive in the way that you communicate here, Aries, to others on one-on-one. So I feel you're finding ways, Aries, to positively communicate better on your one-on-one relationships, your partnerships, your business deals, you know, your people that you work with every day. There's a big change. You're trying to